All right, survivors, we are getting back into State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition, Episode 9. I've got a shout out for Demented CB, or Demented 6CB, and he wanted to shout out also to his dog Chico and his cat Jezebel. I remember the name. I remember reading his comments in the past. I mean, we've gotten to the point where it's become progressively harder for me to like remember everybody, but I do remember Demented 6, and I also remember the I'm pretty sure I've given a shout out to him in the past because I remember the dogs Chico and the cat Jezebel, unless there's other people who also have a dog named Jezebel, or unless other people have animals of the same name, which is certainly possible. Anyways, we're back, and Alan is dead. And that means that we've had 2 storyline deaths.
Reported it a little while ago. If you're hearing this, we could use some help. Sounds like they're in a bad spot. I want to offer them a hand. Feel like checking this out?
What? Somebody died? Huh. These are just more of these random missions getting cooked up. That's a killing a juggernaut. Okay, let's go get a bigger gun. Well, let's check our guns, actually. Do we have a bigger gun? Yes, we do. Like a perfectly big gun. Put that away. Let's put this one in. Reload. Not the biggest capacity on this gun, but you know, what can you do? I mean, I guess we could shuffle around our equipment a little bit, but I'm not going to do that. I am way too lazy for that. So yeah, we've had 2 deaths in the community so far. Both of those have been story related though, so that's just going to happen kind of no matter what we do. Actually, let's do combat training and let's get... Oh, it's Marcus. Marcus is already pretty leveled up. I don't know why he wants combat training. And I mean, it's because I'm playing as Ed, but... Like, Ed isn't exactly the most qualified person to give the combat training, but... That doesn't matter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep forgetting that this car is just absolutely out of control. Guys, I am enjoying my time playing State of Decay 1. State of Decay 1 is one of those games that I can always come back to.
Now we're gonna kick some zombie ass the old-fashioned way.
Although I do need to turn my headset volume down. Let me double check to make sure I turn my volume off. I did. Good. So we got all these zombies coming in. We're gonna have to deal with them. Like this horde over here. Well, I'm going to have to turn my volume down some more. That wasn't enough. But I can't do it in the middle of combat. So I'm just going to have to blast my eardrums out right now.
Break its fucking skull!
Oops. I'm trying to do a State of Decay 2 execution command on them, but that doesn't work. Okay, let me turn my volume down. There we go. Let's start clearing these guys out.
Don't let it get up!
I feel like I should be able... Let me check to see if my reflexes have leveled up enough to actually pick one of the skills. The answer is no, we gotta just keep using our skills. There's somebody dead in there. I wonder if that's because... I wonder if that's the guy that died on the notification. I'm willing to bet it is.
Watch behind us. Here, let me go find some more, huh? Try not to attract too much attention. on the right. Got zombies on the right.
Could definitely tell a difference in combat capability between the characters who are leveled up and the characters who are not.
Zombies on our 6. Stay alert.
Put that away. Okay, where's the next location? It's somewhere over here. One thing that's kind of annoying is how slowly your stamina regenerates in State of Decay 1, but on the other hand, I guess it also simultaneously makes stamina management more important. Got an infestation here, that's interesting. Have a little bit of a fight coming up then.
Watch behind
Oh, I actually got out of that one. Marcus is such a loser when he's like, when he's being controlled by the computer. Like he gets into the down stage so quickly. Like it doesn't bother me too much because I know that the AI can take quite a bit of damage before going down.
Don't let it get up.
Like it's actually fairly difficult to die, or at least I find it to be fairly difficult to die in State of Decay 1. Like your characters can take a pounding. Let's try and clear out this infestation. Not the most efficient reloading. Let's turn on our machine suppressor so we don't draw additional attention.
We'll be on them soon if we keep going this way.
The 5 rounds needed to reload is definitely an inconvenience right now. Come on, jump in. You can do it. There we go. You notice that our weapons don't break down very much? That's because in State of Decay 1, weapon durability is really good if you can find a 5-star weapon.
Looks pretty clear to me.
Like it's really, it's very easy to keep your weapons in good condition.
Free here.
Finish it off!
Where is our target at? Okay, I'm pretty sure it was here.
Now let's try some shooting. If you've got one, attach a suppressor to muffle the sound. Keep in mind, these things are homemade, so they don't last forever. Watch your ammo and reload when it's safe.
Can we pick a skill yet? Yes, we can. Okay, we're gonna pick with blades again.
Feel a lot more confident.
And this time we're gonna take the sweep kick. How do I do the sweep kick? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, just an automatic. Let's go try it out on some of these zombies. So, you know, we either have the, that kind of wheel kick, or we can use this, spin kick. The advantage of this one is supposed to be that Oh, see that? There's an environmental attack right there. I tripped him, and he fell over the fence, and then he broke his head open. Get that screamer real quick. Well, martial arts on people. So the advantage to this one should be that it might, I think it can hit people that are, basically it can hit multiple enemies, I believe. Definitely getting the job done. They seem to be, I'm not sure which one is better. They both seem to be pretty good so far. Oh, got our hot coffee. We haven't really needed you. Coffee in this game is like not energy drinks. It's like, well, it's like coffee in the other game. Oh, I love that. So, like, there's so many little miscellaneous attacks you can do in the game that's pretty neat. Like, you can do, like, your jumping attacks and whatnot, and they're just kind of baseline abilities. There's a lot of really cool powers like that.
Like it.
I think I'll check this out next.
You've been pushing yourself like crazy. Come home and get some rest.
We got another quest from Ray Santos. I wonder if he's just going to kind of like periodically give us these for the rest of the game as just kind of a way to get more supplies. So, I was advised to try this ability again, offer shelter to people. So I guess we're just going to keep trying it over and over again. It didn't work the first time, but who knows? Maybe it'll work in a subsequent attempt. So we're going to meet with one of our community members.
To the carnival requesting access. Hello? Watchtower. Hey, will you assholes stop jerking off and open the damn gates? Come on, God.
It's the freaks we really gotta work.
I shouldn't have interrupted him.
Let's do this.
I forgot. I shouldn't have done that. I do remember that one though. Basically, he's trying to get back to his base, and the people aren't opening the gates to him. And I believe he decides to kind of just barge in there. And so what we're going to do is go and see if he's okay.
I see one.
Ow! Fuck you up! Heads up. We got zombie activity. Give me a fucking hand here!
Look at this. She gets hit once and she's already going into her down state. Alright, we got him. You see what I mean? Like, your allies, they're just like...
Better make these count.
They don't do anything for you. I mean, like, that's not true. They were kicking butt earlier in the game, but for some reason... Like, the allies that are that are part of my community, they keep getting their butts kicked. Okay, so I didn't know that Ed was going to get so tired. I mean, I can't remember who I was using.
Those who abide by the laws posted outside the courthouse are eligible for the protection of the sheriff's department. If you want to keep your guns and keep your own scavenge, you're on your own.
Let me see, did we get a new quest for them? Yes, we did. So let's head back to base, change characters, because, like, I guess I forgot that Ed was tired. And we're gonna go over and go see what's up at the courthouse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If my vehicle doesn't, you know, suddenly decide to take off and fly away. Not sure what we're gonna take out this time. I'll have to look at everyone's skills. I don't think we've used Marcus in a little while, so I think we're gonna go grab Marcus. Ugh. We're definitely not treating this vehicle as nicely as we could be. All we need is to get into freaking Snyder's. If we get into Snyder's, then we'll be able to repair our vehicles. They repair overnight.
Crack open a cold one for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. We recovered some random guy's stuff. It's weird. You'd think their own community would want this, not us, but I guess we're gonna collect it for the morale bonus. Let me reload this and change his guns, because I actually do want to continue. I don't want him to stay on guard duty with this weapon. Have him use this pistol. Okay, I think we're going to use... No, we're not going to use Marcus. He's tired. Fighting. She's maxed on fighting and cardio, but not on reflexes. She's maxed on... Let's just finish up Gurubani, because she's almost maxed out on a lot of her abilities. The one that's not maxed out is reflexes. So she's currently our strongest character, probably alongside Marcus, since the powerhouse skill's just so strong. Let's bring one silencer and some firebombs. And we're good to go. Alright, so the first one we're going to respond to is this one here, but we're going to go in the order that they were asking for it.
I'll check this out next.
Keep your eyes peeled for infestations.
So that means going back to Marshall. We're not exactly on... We're kind of on rocky terms with the courthouse. Like, we got a friend in Sheriff Carlson, but the judge lady, I can't remember her name, she apparently has other plans. Since our vehicle's kind of beat up, we're just going to drive along the road because I don't want to, like... I don't want to run into woodtanium gates that are capable of just destroying my vehicle. Whereas the roads are pretty clear. Unlike State of Decay 2, where the roads are constantly congested with wreckage. I mean, there is wreckage on the road, don't get me wrong, but in State of Decay 1, there isn't quite as much wreckage. And I also don't have as many pop-in bloaters, or just bloaters sunbathing on the ground. Overall, it's just so much more pleasurable to drive on the road in State of Decay 1. Overall, I really like State of Decay 1 a lot. It's, there's a lot of things that I miss in State of Decay 2 from State of Decay 1. I really wish they would bring the heavy weapons skill back. I really enjoy using that, which is why I would like it if Marcus wasn't tired so that I could use it. But we're probably having a bed shortage. I imagine that's what the problem is. But beds aren't super important. Like, people build these gigantic communities in State of Decay 1. Like, I don't think there's a limit to the amount of people you can recruit, and you can easily recruit well beyond your ability to provide beds. And what it does is, it just means that your people won't recover as quickly from resting. Because basically the idea is that they have to sleep in shifts. Okay, here we are. Courthouse is just up ahead. Or, who is this? Oh, this is Ray. Oh. I thought this was a weird place for the courthouse to be. I'm like, it shouldn't be up ahead. He's probably going to be in the supply room. Got a building that's still on fire. I imagine he's in this room. And I imagined wrong. Looks like he's in one of the bathroom stalls. Or in one of the bathroom rooms? Of course, everything is locked.
Hey, there's my friend.
It looks like we're going to earn some ammo for doing this. I mean, why not? Give him the old stomping. Still something in State of Decay too. Where do we deliver this to? Of course, we deliver it to those guys who live right next to us. Why not? Why wouldn't we do that? Of course, we were going to deliver stuff. We have to go pick it up on one side of the map and then deliver it to the exact opposite side of the map. Why wouldn't it work that way? So one thing that's kind of weird about Ray Santos, if I think to like the Heartland DLC, Ray was like really all about being super helpful, and it's like, it seems like maybe he's changed his ways in State of Decay Heartland. I mean, I'm not saying that he isn't helpful, but it seemed like he was like super helpful, whereas in State of Decay R2 Heartland, he just kind of, he doesn't really seem like himself, aside from having the same name and having a bit of an accent. I mean, I guess a lot of it's just due to the fact that he just doesn't talk about what has happened in between State of Decay 1 and State of Decay 2. I think that's one of the big things that disappointed people. Like, people were not satisfied with the story in State of Decay Heartland. And I think a lot of that just has to do with all the people that are returning characters. They just didn't have very satisfactory storylines where you actually got to learn about what happened to Trumbull Valley. And I mean, I guess you could say, well, you can see what happened, like the Blood Plague moved in, but I mean, there's questions like, what happened to Job? Like, where's Job Wilkerson? And like, what about the formation?
Somebody very happy with this. Turning a profit is all well and good. Knowing that you help keep someone from going hungry or cold, that's the real treasure.
Yeah, just like knowing what happened to some of these people, and also knowing like a little bit of a story about the origin of the network also would have been interesting, but I think that's the problem with Ray Santos in the sequel, or in the follow-up in Heartland. Almost there. Fortunately, our very quick vehicle is capable of reducing this quite a bit. Let's just take out that mailbox. I mean, they don't need mail. It's the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, that was it.
Did that improve our friendship with them? No, it did not. I guess we'll do the survey request while we're here. This is another one of these stupid missions that just get generated. They're just generated for the sake of being generated. It's not like we really need to do any surveying. That's probably why they took them out. And so in State of Decay 2, they trimmed away a lot of mechanics from State of Decay 1. Some of them were good ideas, some of them were not. So the ideas that they trimmed away that I thought were bad ideas were things like boarding up the windows. I thought that was a useful skill for building defense. And especially when you need to defend your allies from an incoming siege, it would be nice if they could board up the windows and limit the amount of zombies who can enter. That, you know, they took away the heavy weapons. I think Undead Labs had the attitude that blunt weapons would be the new heavy weapons because they were two-handed, but blunt weapons, they just feel different than two-handed weapons, than the heavy weapons.
Let's consider that done.
Well, like I said, there are good ideas as well. And some of them are just these little dumb little quests, like the survey request, like, why? Like, all it did was locate some hordes and some really basic freak zombies. There was no point to this at all. And then all the missions were like, oh man, this character is scared. Oh man, I'm so scared. And they never stop being scared either. They're just like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Yeah. And it just makes you want to kick them out, but you can't. It's just, it's a pain. Where's my car at? I think it's next to the hippie
I
hatchback.
want to go check on whatever's going on down by the bridges.
Yep, there it is. Or maybe this is the hippie hatchback. I don't know what the difference is, to be completely honest. Let's go over here. This is I think this is a core story mission. This area leads to another section where another one of the largest bases are. So Snyder's a 12-man base. There is another 12-man base, and it's based in the fairgrounds up ahead. I've tried both of the bases before, and I definitely preferred Snyder's over the base in the carnival grounds.
Come on, you limp-dick sons of hippies! Open the goddamn gate!
Everything okay?
Bastards aren't opening the gates. Meanwhile, my boys are sitting out here like a goddamn mobile brain buffet, so no, everything's pretty much not okay.
You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Had worse the day after I learned to say red light district in German. You throw a guy out on his ass for a case of the sniffles? What kind of an army are you running?
There's nobody up there.
Yeah? Why do you think I'm trying so hard to get the gate open? Hey, here's a thought. You want to see what's over there? What the big bad army's been doing while you civilians were stuck on this side of the river? Watch our backs while we tear these barricades down! And I'll give you the grand tour. Come on!
We got a defense objective. Looks like he's going to help me too, which is good.
Zombies up ahead. Through, go around.
We actually killed him pretty good with the guns. Like that wasn't bad.
Everybody fall back!
Let's move!
Here we go! Fire in the hole!
That's one way to gain access to another area.
Let's move.
Why don't we take our vehicle through? Once again, this is why I chose the hatchback over some of the other fast cars. All three of the people can get inside. And yes, you can do the car door slam even in the first State of Decay. In fact, that's actually where the meme came from. Yeah, you can see the Ferris wheel. And the conveniently labeled main entrance. Not the friendliest looking clown. Foods with a Z.
Trouble, right flank.
S&B. Oh wait, there's swine and bovine. Swine and bovine. Yeah, I'm like, I bet that's going to be an advertisement for one of the fast food chains. I think our cardio's maxed out, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so we don't need to sprint anymore.
Yeah, this place is a ghost town. Fuckers kicked us to the curb. Left us in the woods like an unwanted puppy.
So, what now?
You do whatever it is you do. unlawfully seized real estate, loot the town blind, whatever. I'm going up to HQ to find out where the survivors bugged out to.
Well, I guess that's the end of that quest. I figured we'd go a little further, but we probably come back at a later point in time. While we're here, we probably should just scout this area and reveal it, since this is a brand new area. There we go, maxed out reflexes.
Attention citizens. We've had reports of armed civilians attempting to force our patrols to provide supplies. Be advised that I have authorized all troops to respond to such measures with lethal force. For your own safety, remain in your homes and wait for this to blow over.
I have a distinctive feeling that this isn't going to blow over. Just call it a premonition. A deadly premonition.
Made it. Gonna look around.
Comment down in the... give me a comment if you know what I'm talking about.
Scavenging run.
So this area has a ton of military stuff, so it's one of the better areas to loot for like military guns, ammo, and whatnot.
The survivors on the run. Feel like checking this out?
Oh, that might have been our new people. That might be the people that we can invite. And then we can actually go and do Snyder's. And then I can finally show you the base building mechanics. That leads me to another subject. Some people ask like why I'm making certain decisions or I'm not playing as like optimally as I could. And the reason for that is because this is honestly just supposed to be an exploration of the old game. It's really I'm not try-harding this. And in fact, I'm actually treating this as just kind of a break, just to kind of play a game that's a bit more relaxed. And as a result, it's very random. It'll be extremely random what I do optimally and what I don't do optimally. It's going to be entirely based on whatever I feel like at the moment. There'll be certain things that I will do more optimally, and then there'll be things that I don't. And there will be no pattern to it. It's just going to entirely be around like whatever I feel like doing and whatever I don't feel like doing. And that's why some of my decisions are suddenly suboptimal and some of my decisions are. I am just doing whatever I want.
I'm headed out.
It's not like the State of Decay 2 where I have to play. I mean, like I'm at the point now in State of Decay 2 where obviously I don't have to play optimally either. Are we going the right way? No, we're not. I mean, like, you could tell by the challenges that obviously I don't have to play optimally in State of Decay 2, but much earlier in the series, yeah, I did have to play as close as I could to optimally. But in this one, oh man, that was like, even I was hitting the brakes there too, but this vehicle's so fast that you still need some road in order to actually decelerate. Hopefully it shouldn't matter too soon though, because all we gotta do is get into Snyder's. We need 3 survivors, because with the death of Alan, we're now down to 9. We need 3 to get to 12. Okay, I need to go straight forward. But that's kind of how I feel about State of Decay 1. Like, I'm just kind of, to me, it's kind of a relaxing playthrough, just having some fun. Whoa, 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 almost crashed again. Go rescue these guys. An environmental kill, very nice. Eat some snacks real quick. Can't see any of the zombies because of how dark it is inside. So I'm just kind of swinging blindly, to be completely honest.
We're having a bad season. Hey, so look, we're not doing that great here. You seem to have your shit together, so we were hoping you'd let us join up with your group.
Okay. Unfortunately, this looks like a group of 2 instead of a group of 3. We'll find out in a moment. Yep, so that means that's going to take us to 11, which means we're going to need another group of survivors. Which is a pain. It looks like there's like a little farm over here, and there should be a road that connects the farm to the main road, so let's... Yeah, there's the road right there. Can I call for more survivors? Yep. Let's call for more survivors. Because we gotta get into Snyder's. I'm tired of the Church of Ascension. As much as it's cool that it's the first base, you know, got that history, got that nostalgia factor, we need to get into Snyder's. Snyder's is where it's at. Oh man, I looked at the amount of time we had left in the episode, and just like that, I run into another object. Fortunately, I did slow down, or I had enough room to slow down.
Here we are. Thanks. We've got it from here.
Change characters while you're here, because she's basically maxed out. I mean, her wits and shooting could be a little higher, but that'll grow in time.
Nice.
Okay, so we are up. Let me just dump some of this stuff while the game is figuring that out. Yep, we're up to 11. Let's play as Maya? Yeah, let's play as Maya. Put these away. All of that's fine. Get a silencer. Put on a silencer. And are there any other quests to do? The answer looks like no. Our supplies are pretty good right now. Really? I opened up the gate and it didn't knock him down. Look how bad it is without, like, look how many hits it takes to kill these guys when you don't have bladed training. It's all so wrong. I don't know if it's the lying or the monetizing that bothers me more. Let me see, did that add a new quest? Whoa. Let me get back behind the gate so that I can actually take a moment to look at our situation. Oh my gosh. Don't open all the... Well, the gates close themselves pretty quickly in State of Decay 1, so let's just walk in. Okay, so what is going on the map? We have not gotten a follow-up quest from the Wilkersons in a while. Okay, we just got a quest for the armored zombie. Oh my god, the dreaded armored zombie. Wouldn't want to deal with one of those. Haven't got a quest from the courthouse in a while. Haven't got a quest from these guys in a while. And what's a guy got to do to get one more survivor? And I don't think there's anything I can call in either. Oh. Let's go ahead and heal. And I guess we'll go take care of the dreaded armored zombie.
Noted.
Okay, let's go take care of this threat that this guy apparently can't take out one-on-one, or he can't do the mission himself. Wouldn't want to, like, push my abilities to the limits or anything. Watch him be in this building right here, that'd be amazing.
Heads up. Zombies on our left.
Oh, I think he is in this building.
Time to move on. Got him.
Bam. Oh no, so difficult. What a deadly opponent that was. What a, definitely worthy of being considered a freak. I mean, that's why they demoted them from being a freak in the sequel. Oh, we got signs of survivor activity. Sure. Right now I'm literally just looking for anything to do to burn time while we offer shelter to people. Let's take the road over here. As long as even if we go through the middle areas like the farmlands, as long as we still relatively follow the roads, they should still be pretty efficient shortcuts. This is where we will get off the road, but at some point in time we gotta get off the road either way. And I like that this area is super flat, making great progress until we find a woodtanium gate. But fortunately, there's an opening of the gate next to this house. Whoa, 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 please do not go out of control, car. And the camera just, like, decides to, like, disconnect out of nowhere sometimes.
Ah, there you are.
Alondra.
Hey, I'm not greedy. You help me out, and half of anything we get is yours.
Sure.
All right, be ready in a minute.
So one thing I like about this quest, so you know, if you played State of Decay 2, you know that there's an exact type of quest just like this where you gotta help them gather. One thing I like is you can actually influence the speed at which you gather things by helping them search through basically that progress bar will fill up faster if you actually help them. Yeah, I'm used to State of Decay 2 where any combat action will interrupt their bite attempts. That's why I always take all that extra damage. It's like, it's just ingrained into my mind, muscle memory, that if they make a bite attempt, then any combat action interrupts a bite. Unless it's from behind. They can still bite you from behind, but if you're swinging, in State of Decay 2, if you're swinging at them, and if they attempt to bite you, and you're facing them, and you make an attack, even if your attack is really late, they just can't bite you. They're just not allowed to. And that is something that's just, like I said, it's just ingrained into me like muscle memory in State of Decay 2. Okay. Everything is happening in Marshall. It's so annoying. Like, I keep having to do quests that involve going to Marshall or returning to Marshall. It's just like taunting me, like, oh man, you wish you lived in Snyder's. Then you'd be where everything is. I bet when we move in the Snyders, all of the quest objectives are just going to move back to, like, Spencer's Mill or something. Oh, are these guys part of the... well, the police community?
Let's consider that done.
I think this should square us.
Sit tight. I'm bringing this stuff home.
We'll see you
So
soon.
basically, they got a rucksack and we got one for the mission. So that time our attacks canceled each other out. What skills does she need to level up? Her fighting needs to hit 7. So let's go ahead and just beat up some of these zombies and get that fighting up. See, yep, you can't do that. I keep thinking that I can. So, like, as you can see here, the combat's a lot different in State of Decay 1. Like, you can't just spam.
I got nothing left.
Like, it definitely takes a lot more skill, too. Hey, give me control of my character, please. So you have to put a lot more effort into, like, and that's something that, I mean, honestly, it's just laziness. It's being used to in State of Decay 2, you could just kind of spam your attacks. And you might say, well, don't you do that with certain characters? You can if you build them correctly, but that's what gives it an RPG feel, a feel of RPG progression. When you can build a character that can spam their attacks a lot more, that's what makes it feel like you've made these choices to customize your character in that manner. But remember that if you choose a melee skill, you can't choose a gun skill. So if you want a shooting skill, then yeah, you have to fight with a unupgraded combat skill in any of the melees. And that means you just have to learn to fight without them. And it's a lot different. Like I said, you can't be lazy about it. You actually have to actively take the time to watch their attacks and dodge. Any missions? No. Yeah, we're gonna head back to base then. The difference between, as I said, State of Decay 2 and 1 in terms of the combat is, in State of Decay 1, dodging, it plays a much bigger role. And you can't use your directional dodges as easily. Like, in State of Decay 2, directional dodging is, like, really overpowered. Like, as long as you're dodging, you're basically invincible. That's not necessarily the case in State of Decay 1. You have to use the neutral dodge a lot more, and that means, like, it does take more timing to use the neutral dodge correctly. In addition to that, like, you have to worry about your stamina a lot more. Like, you saw, like, I lost control of my character for a moment. And overall, it just means, like, you have to care about your stamina, you have to care about your supplies, like, you have to care about excessive attacks, because...
all over the radio lately. I'm sending you the location now. It's time to clear this infestation out.
Oh, good. I was gonna be, I don't know about mad, but I would have been a little aggravated if I had to go all the way back to Marshall again for that. And that's the problem, like, I take a lot of damage in melee combat in State of Decay 1 just because, like, I'm just used to lazier combat. And that is definitely a problem, definitely taking way more hits than I need to. I should also be using my gun skill more often in order to compensate for my lack of advanced melee skill.
See something. Looks like an infestation.
Okay, it looks like we got... Okay, so that's where the infestation is. Get a little distance on them. I'm guessing that's where our contact is for the mission, so... Looks like they're under attack right now. Looks like it's Jacob.
Hey, over here.
All right, Jacob.
Come on.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
Let's move.
Zombies up ahead. Go through, go around.
I'm ready.
Of course, he ducks his head. Well, that's super powerful zoom. I guess it makes a little bit of a difference.
Keep it up.
It's so the aim assist is so strange. Like sometimes the aim assist is like really strong, and then sometimes it's really weak.
Don't let it get out. That wasn't the last one.
Where's the screamer? Oh, there he is.
This area's
There we go.
I'm done.
Might as well loot this place while we're here, because, like I said, we're kind of like... They're not generating enough things for us to do at the moment. That's a piece of trash, but we will take this.
I'm bringing this stuff home.
We'll be ready.
Fuel is basically used for making weapons, because in State of Decay 1, fuel consumption wasn't really implemented. Things like generators and whatnot. Where's my car at? No, that's the regular hatch. There it is. What does it say? Martial law. Business as usual at the courthouse, still confiscating guns and pretending they've got things under control. By Ray. Yeah, so Ray Santos, he's part of their community. See what else is in this house. Lots of building materials. I mean, we're going to need more building materials anyways because of Snyder's. Oh, silencer. That's not too bad. I'll take an extra firebomb. Pretty good stuff here, though, so far. Once again, like I said, it's it looks like we got another infestation to clear. Like I said, civilian homes, like just normal everyday residential houses, they actually have decent stuff in State of Decay 2, or State of Decay 1. We lose so much stamina for sprinting with a rucksack on. I hate doing it. Okay, so where is it? Oh, look at that. Really close by again. I like it when they're nice and close by. And not in Marshall. We're gonna drive all the way to the other side of the map.
Best of luck.
What? Oh, there's a log there.
You're here to help?
Okay, let's take out the infestation.
Let's move.
Where is it? Oh, it's right over here. We can run it.
Let's do this.
This is probably the best gun we've gotten so far. This gun's actually pretty darn good. Let's activate our time freeze.
How many of these
Got the screamer.
Keep it up.
Ran out of stamina, but I mean, look how many we killed. Including the screamer. That's what makes that skill so awesome. And once again, like I said, we've been using this weapon extensively, and you can see it hasn't broken down on it. It hasn't failed us yet.
That wasn't the last one.
Damn. You come out of that without a scratch?
That turn back slash was a counterattack move, which you can use directly after dodging.
Thanks for coming again. I'm ready to leave now.
Take care.
The bladed counterattack doesn't seem as good without the edge skill because it gives you a good chance of decapitating an enemy, but the blunt weapons, they tend to be decent just because they can potentially knock a zombie down just like that. And as you can see, executions are a much bigger deal in State of Decay 1, unless you've got a setup where you've got a good probability to kill zombies with regular attacks for like the instant kills.
Feel like checking this out?
There we go. New survivors located. Let's switch out to, what's his name? Marcus, though. Probably to run over a little over time, but I might even just move us into...
Right behind me.
I might just make this an extended episode, just because I really want to get into Snyder's. Okay, so we're just going to leave this stuff in here, because that thing is full. Let's switch out to Marcus. Get those guys, and we're going to move into Snyder's finally.
Hey, we've run into some trouble.
They need you to build.
Okay, how's his gear? First, let's go check over here first. So, Marcus was the guy who was getting his butt kicked, and look, he's just perfectly fine. So, yeah, like, I don't think it matters too much when the AI gets pounded. And that weapon, it'll do fine. Unless we fight a Juggernaut, then the bullets will bounce right off him, but... So where are our survivors at? Right over here. So we'll bring them home, then we'll get our SUV, and we'll drive the SUV there, and then we can just get some old car, and then go and bring the hatchback to Snyder's. And like, I keep saying that I want to have like some short. I mean, I've had some shorter episodes, but right now I just want to get into Snyder's so bad. I just want to be in Snyder's. I just want to be in Snyder's. We've been playing the game like this is episode 9, and I haven't even really shown you the building mechanics, and that's like one of the big fundamental features of State of Decay. So that's why I said I just want to get into Snyder's. Look at all these zombies. Holy crap. Good thing we got a bunch of snacks on us.
Finish it off.
Mayday! Mayday!
There we go. See, we can knock multiple enemies down, but you gotta know the right time to use it. That's the key. Look how efficient it is to, oh, they got up. So I want to knock a ton of zombies over and just show you, like, you can just destroy them one after the other. Because of how quick the execution is, and that's one of the things that annoys me about State of Decay 2 are those slow executions. Like, who wants to do slow executions? This is such a fun weapon skill. I cannot explain to you how much fun it is to use heavy weapons. Just smashing the crap out of people. It's like, what the heck? They go flying. Oh, I love that jump. Sometimes you don't even need to execute. Just use the jump swing on them. This attack here.
Hey, you got a little on?
The jump swing is just like, it's so satisfying. Oh, I didn't get it. Here it comes. Jump! I love heavy weapons. Okay, so we're gonna bring these guys home. And then finally, we can move into Snyder's. Finally. How do we get back home? Let's just follow the road. Let's not get fancy since the car is decently banged up. Whoa! Whoa! This game. So you can't flip vehicles in State of Decay 1, which means we're going to have to hoof it to the nearest vehicle, which is high-end exotic, is probably not going to be a great option. Do I need to sprint? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to sprint our way there. So yeah, the vehicle just exploded. That's because it flipped over. In State of Decay 1, if a vehicle flips over, it will just explode eventually. So now we're going to plow through this horde real quick because we've got...
I mean, I got mugged once in Stanford. Freaked me out so bad I didn't leave my apartment for a month.
Oh my god, the jump attacks! The jump attacks!
Shit, I'd almost welcome the change of pace.
Okay, that car isn't big enough. Let's see, what is this car over here? Modified sedan, that'll probably do. Like some of you are probably like, oh no, he has to go on foot when he's got, you know, he doesn't have his car. What's he gonna do? Let me tell you, you got heavy weapons and powerhouse maxed out. Like, I am now a one-man army. Pretty cool looking detail. Got the tribal details on it. So fortunately, the vehicle that didn't have a whole lot of supplies exploded. I mean, we could probably check the wreckage sometime, but I'm like, I don't even know. It's like, I'm trying to get into Snyder's right now. That's my goal. This vehicle definitely not as quick as the hatchback, but what can you do? As you can also see, vehicle physics are rather bizarre in State of Decay 1. Never know when you're just gonna, like, fly out of control.
Here we are.
Okay, that's all we needed.
Okay, so we are going to deposit these supplies. All of them. Because we actually need 50 supply in order to actually move into it. Oh my god, I can't see through the text. Alright, so we got 72 materials, so that means we're just gonna drive over to Snyder's now, which is right here. Make sure I got everything we need. We have population 13 and 72 building materials. That's enough. So in State of Decay 1, you do not need influence to move into bases. Instead, you need materials. That's what you need. And also, a difference in State of Decay 1 is you don't get refunded your materials as you do in State of Decay 2. That's the reason why I haven't established any outposts or anything. And also why I'm not farming like super crazy, because I know that we're going to get expanded storage when we get to Snyder's. And also I knew that any buildings that we built right now would eventually just... For what? Oh, is this a hatchback that's not damaged? Well, goodbye, sedan. Hello, hatchback. Oh yeah, already faster. Whoa. Already having driving problems, too. Finally, I get to name an episode Snyder's Trucking Warehouse. I've been waiting to make the episode with that title for the longest time. We're not even going to build anything, though. I'm going to save it for the next episode. We're just going to have... Next episode's going to be like this big-time farming, big-time, like, just stockpiling. We're going to basically play, like, the metagame of State of Decay. Like, not the quest, not anything like that. Just doing things like, you know, like you'd typically be doing on a day-to-day basis instead of just trying to focus on...
Meet me as soon as you can. I could use some backup.
That's a main quest. The one with the army, that's the main storyline. So that means actually we can delay that quest as long as we want. That quest is never going to go away. And if it does, it'll just be like a temporary thing, because that's the core storyline. Okay, so now we should be able to move in, relocate home base.
I think we better move our base down here.
Pretty big step. Sure you want to go through with this?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's get everybody moving.
Yeah! Finally. Let me get like a great shot of this. This is gonna be the screenshot or something, just like this. What's gonna be a good... If only I could zoom out a little more. No, let me go like this. There we go. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Snyder's Trucking. Well, let me do one more idea. Like, I don't want this ugly fence to get in the way. Can I climb on top of the car?
I know you have a lot to do.
Oh.
But time's running short on some of this.
Okay.
You may need to hurry.
No! Come on. Come on, Marcus. You can do this. I'm getting upset about it. It's ruining my perfect screenshot. Can I climb up this? No! No! Why have you ruined everything? Wait, that's not too bad. I want to get the tip of it. Okay, there we go. This is a great screenshot right here. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the episode. We're not going to build anything. We're just going to wait until the next episode to do it. And we're going to start building everything that we can. We're just going to go crazy. We're going to go, hey, I'm going to build everything that we've got. Maybe you do get refunded. I don't remember having 81 building materials. I don't remember. The point is that we're here now. We're going to spend our building materials. Next episode, you're finally going to get to see the actual construction process in State of Decay 1. Now that we've got like the base that we actually want to reside in. But that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.